Pumpkin, the undisputed icon of fall. You'll find them everywhere from September through November, and the sweet earthy flavor pairs so well with spices like cinnamon and nutmeg and cloves. Well, this scrumptious recipe for almond flour pumpkin bread is low carb, keto, dairy-free, gluten-free, and paleo-friendly, so it's a winner for everyone. I'm Jan Diatri, and I love cooking in my RV, but let's get cooking in your RV. You can make this recipe in a single loaf pan, a 4-compartment mini loaf pan, or individual minis, which is what I'm doing today. Now, if you want the recipe for the single loaf, we've got that for you on our blog. Start by cracking 4 large eggs into a mixing bowl. Then add 1 1/3 cups of pure pumpkin puree, 2/3 of a cup of granular sugar substitute like Swerve or Monkfruit with erythritol, and 4 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. Whisk it all together. Next, add 4 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 3/4 of a teaspoon of ground ginger, a 1/2 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground cloves. As an alternate to the 4 individual spices, you can use 5½ teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. Now add 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt and 1½ teaspoons of baking soda. And the final ingredient, 2 2/3 cups of almond flour, and it's best to sift in a wire strainer just to get all the lumps out. Mix everything together until it's well incorporated. It's time to preheat the convection microwave oven. Make sure the rack is in the center so the air flows around the bread to bake up evenly. Then set your oven to convection bake mode at 325. While the oven preheats, line the bottom and sides of each mini loaf pan with 2 strips of parchment paper, leaving some extra length on each side so you can lift the bread out when it's done. Spoon the batter evenly into the mini loaf pans and then just smooth out the top with a spatula. Place the loaf pans in the oven and set the bake time to 30 minutes. After 25 minutes, take the bread out and check to see if it's done. To test for doneness, take a toothpick, stick it right in the center of the bread, and if it comes up clean and dry, it's done. If not, put it back in for 5 or 10 more minutes and then check it again. When the bread is done, let it cool in the pan for about 10 minutes. And now you can just lift the bread out by the parchment paper and set it on a wire rack. Let the bread cool for about an hour and then it's ready to eat. Or you can put it in an airtight container for up to a week, and this pumpkin bread freezes really well. Let's talk about the nutrition facts for this almond flour pumpkin bread. For 1/3 of a mini loaf, there's about 191 calories, 14 grams of total fat, 2 grams of saturated fat, 19 grams of total carbs, 8 grams of protein, and 225 milligrams of sodium. After subtracting fiber and sugar alcohols, there's 5 net carbs. I hope you give this almond flour pumpkin bread a try. I think you'll love it as much as I do. And if you make the mini loaves, you can share them with your RV neighbors. Tell us what your favorite bread recipes are in the comments below. And as always, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with friends and family, and subscribe for more great RV recipes just like this.